Hello, everybody. Marty Brill here. Wednesday, May the 7th. It's hump day and I've had a windy week, but there's been some fishing going on. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment when I come back.
Frisco Woods Campground, a family-owned gem for over 50 years, offers a perfect getaway on Hatteras Island. Whether you prefer tent camping, electric water sites, RV spots, or primitive camping cabins, there's something for everyone. Guests enjoy free hot showers, a refreshing pool, and breathtaking sunsets over the Pamlico Sound. Nestled in nature yet close to local attractions, Frisco Woods Campground provides a peaceful retreat with modern comforts, making it an ideal destination for outdoor enthusiasts and families alike. Book online at the Frisco Woods Campground.com. Frisco Woods Campground, 50 years of memory making on Hatteras Island. What could possibly be more fun than watching a bottlenose dolphin swim and play in the water right beside you? Hop aboard Harbor Star Dolphin Tours at Wanchese Marina and witness this remarkable animal up close. The Harbor Star is a spacious 50-foot vessel with a wide shady canopy that runs 2-hour trips multiple times a day, including a breathtaking sunset cruise. To book your tour, go online to wanchesemarina.com and click Harbor Star Dolphin Tours. See the majestic bottlenose dolphin up close with Harbor Star Dolphin Tours.
So it was pretty breezy and choppy for the Hatteras fleet, where we always start our reports with, but they made a pretty good day out of it for the ones that went. They had good catches of dolphin or mahi, whatever you want to call them, and they had a few wahoo in the catches. One was 52 pounds. That's a nice one. And there was one blue marlin released on the Calypso. So one that I know of. There probably may have been more. There's been a little bit of a blue marlin bite down below us off Morehead City. I was talking to some friends down that way today, and one boat tangled with 5 blue marlin day before yesterday. Caught and released 3 of the 5, so that's really good. And the Hatteras inshore fleet, they've been catching some sheephead in the ocean and also in the Sound. We'll talk more about that in the backcountry report. But I'm not hearing much of any other reports in the inshore stuff. Now, they're probably catching some king mackerel, but I just could not find it, where they had been catching some pretty nice sized kings. I'm just not hearing much about it right now. Of course, they're making their day. On a rough day, you do what you can do to get a satisfying catch. Please your charter and try not to beat them too bad so they'll have fun and come back. I remember when I was in that business, some charters really liked it rough. The more rough it was, the more like it was Victory at Sea that you see on the documentary channel. But anyway, Oregon Inlet, only a few boats ventured out. They found it to be rough, and it was just a scattered yellowfin tuna and a very few dolphin in the catches that way. Just almost no participation in the ones that went. Eked out a day would be one way of saying it. Closer to the beach, though, there's been some pretty decent fishing. There's a lot of Spanish mackerel around. There are a few cobias. I think I saw at least 2 caught yesterday that were in the 40 to 45 pound range. And the bluefish, the Taylor bluefish, are actually a little bigger than Taylor bluefish. Some of them are, I've been calling them 2 to 6 pounds. I'm going to bring that from 2 to 8 pounds because there's a nice class of bluefish around back of the beach and near the inlet. Surf fishing, we're into the summer mix now, so on the surf and in the piers, really almost identical. There was a decent bite of puppy drum and a few big bluefish and sea mullet down around Avon. And then we keep seeing some reports of a few drum, mostly puppy drums, and bluefish all up and down our beaches. But there is occasionally a yearling being caught still. Down around Hatteras Inlet, a pretty good bite on the bluefish down that way yesterday. And all of our piers just seeing mostly Spanish mackerel, bluefish, and a few small bottom fish like sea mullet and things like that. Real crowd pleasers. But really, after all the drama and the world-class fishing that we had a few weeks ago with tuna off the pier, and all that kind of stuff, schools of big drum, it's a little bit back to reality for that type of fishing. So we'll take a little break. I'll be right back, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what's happening back in the Sound and in our back country.
Surrounded by water, Currituck and the people of the Outer Banks have been shaped and defined by its rich and coastal maritime history. The Currituck Maritime Museum tells the story of Currituck's boat-building forefathers, their remarkable craft, and the legacy they left behind on how to live life and thrive on the waters of the Outer Banks. Discover the Maritime Museum in historic Corolla Park, across the street from the Currituck Beach Lighthouse, and visit us online at currituckmaritimemuseum.com. Be a part of the local history at the Currituck Maritime Museum.
We have a lot of backcountry fishing areas with all these sounds. The sounds are just large bodies of water. coastal bodies of water. And someone asked me, are they fresh or salt water? They're salt water primarily, but on the western edges of some of the sounds, you can get some brackish water around the creeks and estuaries. And on the eastern side, when they're near the inlets, like a lot of them are, you get pretty salty, really. But the fishing has been good. There's been really, really good sheephead fishing, especially for the guys down in Hatteras. They're doing really well down there. There's also more. Yesterday was more of a gray trout bite than a speckled trout bite, so that was really good. And there are a few red drum I've been seeing, talking to Gray Davis of Hyde Guides. He caught a couple big ones over the last week or so. So they're out there, but it's not the slam dunk that you might think about when you talk about big drum in the sound. So they're moving around a little bit. And if you're not exactly where you need to be, you could get skunked. Or you could come back with a nice North Carolina citation for a 44, 45-inch red drum. There are some big speckled trout being caught. They have to be released. I saw a couple in Hatteras that were 10 pounds. That's a gator trout, which I'm really surprised they call them that, but that's what we called them in Florida too. A big speckled trout was always a gator trout. And there's a lot of bluefish in the sound. Bluefish are spread over a wide area in the ocean along the beach and also around the inlets and back in the sound. So all of that's really, really encouraging. So that's what's going on inshore, offshore, and backcountry. As we head towards the weekend, we got a lot of stuff getting ready to happen. A big group of boats getting ready to kick off the tournament season next week at Hatteras Harbor, Teachers Lair Marina, the Hatteras Marlin Club, Odin's Dock. They'll all be filled with sport fishing boats that are going to fish the Hatteras Village Offshore Open, and I will be down there all week long helping with that a little bit, helping to score the boats and doing some committee boat work, and really looking forward to that. It's a sign of the summer being here, and the Blue Marlin bite should be good. So I think when I was talking to Laura Young, the tournament director, they're expecting roughly 70 boats, which that's a good-sized tournament. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'll keep you up to date right here on what's going on down that way, and go out and have some fun. You're not going to catch them in the motel room, and have a blessed day.